Right. So who do I know at Techstars? This is what I think is an interesting story. So I'm in Orlando, Florida, and I'm starting a company, and I start to look for information to help me, and I come across a book called Venture Deals. And I'm reading Venture Deals, and I go to Miami for SuperConf, and I see a guy with long brown hair. I'm not sure who he is, but I know him from somewhere, and it finally drives me crazy. And I go up to him and I say, look, hi, sir. My name's Eric Kovar. You look really familiar. I don't want to be rude. I know you from somewhere. I just want to say hi. And then before he could get the words out of his mouth, I said, oh, shit, man, you're Brad Feld. I'm reading your book right now, and I really like it. So that was my first introduction to Techstars. And from there, I watched the TV shows from Techstars New York, and that was on Bloomberg TV. Those were pretty well done, and that piqued my interest. And so then the more research I did, the more I thought that the Techstars thing was just an excellent opportunity. So then my next thing was to go in May of 2012 to Boulder, Colorado. No hotel, no rental car, no plan, just showed up in Boulder. And I just started going to coffee shops. And my goal was not to walk in Techstars, but to just hang around Boulder until I met people and until somebody walked me in Techstars. So after about a week, I met Ari Newman, and he was wearing a SendGrid t-shirt. And I went up to him and I said, oh, man, I like your shirt, and I'm a big fan of Techstars. And he said, oh, and we struck up a short conversation. And then he was kind enough to connect me via email to David Cohen and Patrick Riley. And it's just amazing how kind y'all are. Patrick invited me to coffee and then took me up and showed me around Techstars. There in the Boulder offices, I got to meet a lot of cool people. And before I left, I said, Patrick, could you do me one last favor? Of course, he said yes. Patrick, I said, do you mind looking at my pitch deck? I showed it to Patrick. He goes, wow, this is pretty good. And so I was flattered, and he sent it off to David. And then David looked at it and said, nah, this is worthless. So I have never met David, except then I came back the next day to thank Patrick, and I got to hold the door open for David. So long story short, I met Ari in a coffee shop. I spent time with Patrick. I held a door open for David, and I've met Brad Feld. I don't know. So we'll turn that into less but more.